Yes, good people, welcome back to Trust Perspective. I do hope you're all doing well. I appreciate you all for being patient with me as we continue to struggle a bit due to timing and me being the other person handling all the things. But soon more people will join the team and it will be much easier. But that's by the way, today we have quite a lot, not too much, but a few stuff to talk about. Raheem Sterling, to a possibility of Raheem Sterling going to Saudi Arabia. Dusan Vlahovic, Lukaku switch, Moises Caicedo, Kepa Arrizabalaga to Bayern. That's a weird one for me. Ian Matson's a future, and Lewis Hall. But that's, by the way, sit back, relax, and let's get into the show. More importantly, once more again, I do hope you're all doing. I appreciate your patience. Let's go for it. Yes, people, once again, welcome back to another Transfer Watch show on Chelsea Perspective. This is, in fact, still the Blue Morning Show. But yeah, we'll talk about transfers today, nothing else. And I appreciate you all finding the time to join in. For those of you that are watching, that for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat, just know that we appreciate you. You provide great value to the community, and we want to say thanks to you. And beyond that, I hope you're all eating blue, sleeping blue, waking up blue, and overall living the blue life. As for me, that's what I do. But once more, thank you, and let's get into the show. As usual, I want to see who we have in the chat already. Say hello to all of them. And before we start addressing the items we have lined up here, that is quite a lot from my friend here, Patrick Joyce. Hi to you too. I hope you're doing well. He says, update to tell you, go ahead, shoot for it. Arsenal have made a huge deal with Raya, the Brentford goalkeeper. Okay, thank you for that. Nottingham Forest have signed a goalkeeper from Arsenal for 10 million. Who is that? Bayern are preparing a new bid of 29 million for Harry Kane, 95 million pounds for Harry Kane. And Neymar could be moving to the Premier League if he decides to go to Chelsea. Okay. I also heard that Kieran Tierney is being linked with a Spanish team along with a possible Celtic return. Okay, you have quite a lot lined up there. I am watching Champions League tonight. It's Rangers versus Servette, a team from Switzerland, live on BBC. Okay, thank you for that update. How do you think Wrexham will do in the league? I don't know Wrexham that well to give you an answer to that question. Anyway, I'm going to move on to other people we have there. Let's see, what else do we have? I am okay. Just you say exchanging pleasantries with Nightboard and Mitchell Boy. I did see your link. Hopefully, I'll be available, and if I am, I will most definitely join. It's long overdue, I have to say. But more importantly, I appreciate you joining the show, Mitchell. I hope you're doing well. If you're watching, if you haven't, go check out Mitchell Boy's YouTube channel. You can do that by clicking the three dots to his name, and then go to channel, subscribe, and let him know I sent you. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Holla, Patrick, nice to see you. Santiago Munoz, I hope you're doing well. And Rafael says, so why you changed the intro song? I didn't change it. I'm still looking for it. Mixed up something as I was cleaning up the system. Earlier one was this one is depressing. Wow. Okay, let me see, Coach. This is Coach. Do you think Rangers will advance? Usually in the Scottish, anything there, Rangers are usually one of the you can say strongest teams. So chances are they'd be the one to advance, in my opinion. To advance to the group stage. Okay, we're talking about the Champions League. I don't know because I don't know the other team. So let's see what else we have here. Big up to you too, Phil Siebes. I hope you're doing well. Just people saying hello to each other there. What else do we have? Coach, hope you're okay. I'm fine. I can't complain, brother. I'm healthy. Just struggling with the timing of everything. But we're working and bringing on more people to the team. Somebody like Jerry Z, Dan Hill, all those guys will make everything easier, and we'll have a flowing. You can say we'll have a flowing schedule, so it won't be overwhelming for any individual. Let's see what else we have here. Yep, Austin. Okay, you like that one. Okay. Hello, everyone. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Hope you're all doing much better today. Gabriel Omobas, nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Chichilla, and that's Constantine Dundee. Big up, brother. Australian bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join. What else do we have here? Yes, sir. Panda, I appreciate you joining. Let's see anybody else here that I haven't said hello to. Kachila, I greet you respectfully. Blues fans, I hope you're all buckling up. And that's Tamidaya Oluwarakomi. Nice to see you, my bro. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you joining today. David Kibohi, hi coach. Is there any positive sign for us assigning Casada? You can say a lot. The final piece of the whole thing is him showing that he really wants to leave. He's pushing. He's refused to train. The club put out a statement saying, yeah, he wasn't in the squad for the game against Rayo Vallecano because he was nursing a slight hamstring injury. And this camp countered that, saying it's absolute horse doo-doo, that he just doesn't want to play. He wants to come to Chelsea. Big up to you too, Glenn, brother. I hope you're recovering well. I appreciate you finding the time to join. That's a good sign for us. Okay, just a breaking news here. Sasaka Sadeh loan move to Leicester City is a here we go, according to Fabrizio Romano. So good luck to him. I knew he was going to go out on loan. I watched him closely during the preseason. He was, you can say, still a bit raw, not a bit, you can say, not ready, maybe trying to do too much to impress the manager. Yeah, Glenn, more importantly, I appreciate you joining, brother. I hope you're doing well. And Glenn says, I hope your eyes have recovered. Yeah, big time. I knew I spent too much time looking at the machine coding, so that didn't help. Big up, chat. Hope everyone is doing well. More importantly, we hope you're recovering. We've been praying for you. Yeah, we want you to get well as soon as possible. But much love to you, Glenn. Let's see what else we have here. Listen, Michi, hello to you too. I hope you're doing well. Jerry Z, it's that time of the year. Yeah, Glenn, 10. I didn't say that, but thank you for reminding me. Kevin Hart, you people should forget about Casada. That deal is not happening this week and anytime soon. Okay, I remember you told us that. What else do we have here? Anything else that I should address? Yolanda, big up to you too, Yolanda. I hope you're doing well. Please like and subscribe. To all of you, Yolanda, it's been a minute. I hope everything is good with you. Please do let us know. People say Enzo is needs a DM. I say Enzo needs to go so other players can play well. Wow, it's a liability, but that's just your opinion anyway. Escape me tracks. Cannot wait on Sunday. We are winning the league by force. Wow. Okay. Looks like your pastor told you that. Guys, follow and subscribe and invite people from all over, and let's join hands as we build this community. We keep growing. We're getting closer and closer to 16,000 subscribers. Right now, we're at 15,482 subscribers. Yeah, I think in a few days, I strongly believe we'd get to 16,000. So yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people, and also do subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, the likes do go a long way. If Sterling does go to Saudi Arabia, who will replace him? I don't think that I let him go first, let alone the replacement being an issue. I think we'll be all right. Charlie Webster should get the chance next year. Okay, let's see if that happens. Potts should go for Felix. Why is he being stubborn? He'd be the perfect replacement for Nkunku. We're not looking for replacement for Nkunku. If anything, you should say, we're looking for reinforcement. Nkunku actually traditionally isn't a 10. Yeah, I get it. Glenn, take it easy. Just know, yeah, we've been praying for you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Yeah. Oh, so you've been asked to stop drinking. Maybe again. Okay, let's see. I know you be again when it's a matter of life and death. You have to do what the doctors ask you to do, brother. Raphael, just having a conversation there. If we get Vlahovic, we are potentially winning the league. I think it's going to happen from what I've seen. Lukaku to Juventus, to join Juventus, I wouldn't be happy with that. Why? Do you want him to stay at Chelsea? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. No, 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 no. We don't want that. It's that's a forbidden name at the moment. The relationship, not because he's not a good player or anything, but the relationship isn't good. I don't think it will be fine for him or the fans. If he falters one bit, they will pounce on him. Kachila, the anticipation for the Chelsea Liverpool game is beyond words. It is. People are looking forward to it. Casadei to Leicester loan. Here we go. Yep. I think I knew he was going to go out on loan, and I think it's a good loan. It would be a good loan for him. That's because the manager wants him. The manager, that's former Pep's assistant. He knows him quite well. I think he's Italian too, and really was pushing for him. Has been pushing again. So which means he wants to use him. He's not getting him as an alternative to one of their players who's there permanently with them. He wants to use them. So I don't really mind. And Leicester is a good size. Big up to you too, Marathai. Why RCFC getting injury prone? See now Nkunku has injured. Who will take the position? It's painful. I think we've been looking to sign a traditional 10. Nkunku is a 9. He said that. And even though I have been one of those who's argued, yeah, Nkunku needs to play behind the strikers or on the flanks because there's more to his game that if you play him as a 9, even in a fluid or liquid approach, like Glenn will say, you'll be wasting his talent. So Nkunku isn't a 10. That I've seen that myself on occasions where Poch played him as a 10. He seemed to he struggled a bit. Just imagine a Vlahovic at Chelsea gives you chills. I hope it gets done. Rumors are that everything comes down to what Mauricio Pochettino wants to do. And at this point, people are saying, or you could say, arguing that he's not too keen on us getting Vlahovic. But that's just rumors. That could be a way of us making Juve not to ask too much and just take whatever we have to offer. And I've heard we did see the report that suggests we made an offer of 20 million euros plus Lukaku, and they rejected that. So keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with 33 likes already. Let's start addressing the items we have lined up. And good luck indeed to Cesar Casadei. He's an excellent talent, but he needs more. He needs to be playing week in, week out. I wouldn't like a situation where he stays with us and spending you can say a lot of time on the bench. That will hamper his development. So it's a good loan deal there for him. Just get Neymar in. That's a difficult one there. Here we go. Then a lot of people talking about CFC talent. Cesar Casadei, moves on loan to Leicester City. It's a good loan for him, as I've argued. Let's see. Chelsea isn't experiencing an increase in injuries. The match held in Chicago took place on a converted pitch, which didn't help. Yeah, you can argue that, which had been used for another event the previous night. I think it was Ed Sheeran, to be specific. And the pitch was in poor condition. And these contributed, you could argue, to Nkunku's injury as players have found it challenging to adjust to the uneven surface. You could actually see the ball bouncing if you're watching. So let's move on from that. I'm going to bring in IPC immediately without wasting time. Let me just catch up with what we have here. Just 2 more items here. You guys don't think Neymar would be a good enough? I think he would be, but there are other, you can say, other things to consider. How much his weekly salary is, and how you can say whether he stays fit or not, and all that. So he comes with a baggage, and do I think we're ready to deal with that? No, I don't think so. And Donald, nice to see you. Kevin Hart, I prefer Felix over Neymar. I do that too, but Felix isn't going to come cheap, and I don't think we have the luxury to spend that much on a single player. Tuchel coming in for Sterling. We'll talk about that in a bit. And JC, nice to see you. And I'm all caught up. And Relaxation Nation, I don't want Neymar anywhere near my club, and I feel the same. Another update that Everton all linked with a Leicester City player while to sign Yusuf from Sporting Lisbon. Okay, thank you for that update there. I'm going to come to you, IPZ, right away. We have a shirt sponsor, and boy, I like the logo. Although if you ask me, I'd say let's just you can say print only the icon alone, the mashup of I and A on the front of the jersey, not together with the infinite athlete. But it still looks good from the samples I've seen, edit samples I've seen online. But the good thing here's the thing now. That's why we should never question what the owners are doing. We had an offer from Allianz, and it was just 22 million pounds, I think so. And then even at one point, that one probably definitely a publicity stunt by an adult company, knowing that we're probably thinking that we're desperate for a shirt sponsor. They made it public. Yeah, they want to sponsor us for so amount. I'm quite sure they knew that. Yeah, it won't go anywhere. It's just an opportunity to get more people to know about them. And this one, 50 million pounds plus. I don't know if it's beyond that. So yeah, just 50 million pounds. We have it on the screen there. It says Chelsea have finalized a front of shirt sponsorship deal worth close to 50 million pounds a year with US-based tech company Infinite Athletes. That's a good deal. That's nearly, you can say, 3 times the amount that Allianz was offering to us. Well, what do you make of that, my bro? By the way, IBZ, much love to you, my brother. What do you make of that? Are you
Big up. Yeah, I'm there. Um, we finally have somebody that's going to be sponsoring us
and
every
right
year
time,
in
really?
terms of kits. So that's an extra revenue there. Yeah, we need it. We need a shirt sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't care less who it was, to be honest. As long as we had someone.
Yeah,
Um,
I do care, but because for instance, in the case of Stake, a gambling company, Muslim players within the ranks of the club don't like that. Even some Christians that don't like that, you could say forbid a betting. So
I
I
understand
don't.
that,
That
but
would have been an issue on its own. Even or especially the adult company, which I again we all know was just a publicity stunt by the company, and the rest assured they've gotten more people to know about them. But go ahead with what you were saying.
yeah, I think the issue with Stake was just a moral issue around gambling in sport anyway, as opposed
Mm-hmm.
to, I mean, if they were to put, I don't know, alcohol as a major sponsor, giving probably 80 million pounds a year,
Mm-hmm.
maybe the thoughts of the Muslim players in the squad or will be considered. I don't really think so. I just think it's wherever the money or whatever suits the business plan is what they'll go for.
Hmm.
Um, but with that being said, um, yeah, I'm happy we got something. I don't know. Is it coming? Is it going to start from the beginning of the season? Yeah. So
Yeah,
is it?
that's the
Is it?
plan. Yeah. So that's why I said
So,
just right on time. People were thinking we'll start
but I don't. Well,
the
we haven't
season
seen
without the
anything
shirt
from
sponsor.
the.
Go ahead.
Well, the season starts on Sunday for us. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless tomorrow's Thursday, Fridays. I don't know. Something will have to be announced officially by the end of this week for us to say that this will begin the season. I think it will be a Nottingham Forest type of issue where it will bed in into the season where we'll see the sponsor. But it looks like this is the sponsor that we're going to say. I have no problem with it. If the athlete, yeah, it ticks all the boxes. It's not gambling. It's not alcohol. It's just athletics.
Yeah,
Big,
and a
bold.
tech company to be specific.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a win. I don't really have an opinion on the shirt sponsor, to be honest. As long as what they're doing is right and they're happy with it, then I'm okay.
Yep, thank you so much for that. I'm going to catch up with what we have here. Then I'll come back to you with more pressing matters here. Who's better to cover that position in case they need another partner before a close of window? Who you referencing? Tanzania here. Welcome, my brother from Tanzania, Chelsea for life. If this is our season, some positive, some again, I take it. If we sign in a winger number 10, I hope we get a Patrick Wimmer. Okay. Are we looking at him? We We don't require passengers within the team in relation to Neymar. It's actually a sports brand for once, which is rare. Yeah, you can argue that. Kachila, why are fans so worried about the money? It's not getting out of their pockets. It's coming from the printing machine of investment banks. Let's get them. Wow, some coming right there. But big up to you too, Ryan Winter. Always nice to see you, Australia. Always love your efforts, mate. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think we have a lot of people joining us from Australia here. But some of them, two of them, panelists and brothers, in declared in Matt, but much love. And then we have Constantine Dante in the chat, and you. Hello to you, to Kevin Morilla. Tell me the reason why Chelsea are taking time to submit an offer. I feel like we are going to lose out on Casado. It's taking too long. Here's the thing. We shouldn't bend over for Brighton because we want Casado. That's the only thing I'm going to say, really. Let's say keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way when it's Premier League transfer closes. I think
bend over?
September 1st. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. This is going to be a short one, but I think we'll be able to catch up with everything we have lined up. Man, I am so fed up of the fake outrage against betting. Annoyed with people who think, here's the thing. People, we see people have their system of beliefs, and yeah, you have to respect that. If you operate in a world where you have to, you can say operate, you can say your operations, you can say whatever you do will be driven by diversity. For lack of a better way to explain that, you don't just you can't just put it aside. Honestly, our middle of the park is so open. Wait until Liverpool destroys us. That's when we will start panic buying. I don't think so. I think we have a plan in place. And I think actually, as we are right now, we do have a solution to that. Maybe the manager is just approaching the whole thing so Liverpool cannot tell what plans he has, how he plans to approach the game against them. And this says, hello to you too. Escape Me Tracks. Appreciate you, brother. Much love. And BRZ. Do we already have a sleeve sponsor? I think we already have. Kachila, we are taking a lot of time to submit a bid for Casado. We need the guy for Liverpool. No, even if we signed him last week, I don't think he plays against Liverpool. That's just my opinion. What do we have here? Donald says, I heard that there's a possibility loan for Neymar with an obligation to buy 150 million euros. I don't think he comes to Chelsea, in my opinion, really. We're so slow that will lead us to desperation. I don't think so, but you're entitled to your opinion. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Loan, am I seeing a gang sign there from Glenn? What are you doing, Glenn? Much love to you. Loan with an option to buy for Neymar, not obligation to buy because he would prefer to retire at at Saudi Arabia. What else do we have here? Panda says our midfield lineup against Liverpool looks loose. You can't tell who starts. If we lose, people are gonna criticize Gallagher, but no criticism for Penzo. Okay. To be honest, the Infinite Athlete is a good sponsor, and the logo looks good in gold, especially with our new kit. Okay. In addition, we are getting 50 million, third largest in the league after Liverpool in City. The owners, look, from time they knew that we are Chelsea Football Club, that there be companies, that organization out there who knows, that know we will eventually get back into the Champions League, get back into, you can say, start showing the word Chelsea. So it's a good deal for them, for us as much as it's a good deal for them. Neymar want to go to Barcelona for 1 year loan and then finish at Saudi Arabia. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. Nice to see you, Eugene. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show today. Thank you so much. Yokohama, in terms of looks, was our best sponsors. Yokohama, what was it again? What was the tire thing? Did they sponsor? Did they sponsor our shirt? I think it was Samsung. And then who was again? But that's, by the way. Thank you for 48 likes. Let's start addressing the items we have lined up. We've talked about this. It's a huge deal for us. Huge deal for us. 50 million pounds, nearly 3 times the offer. we had on the table from Allianz. Okay, Lewis Hall is set to join Crystal Palace on loan in the next 48 hours. I like this. Not because I don't like him, not because I think he's ready. If you ask me, if it were up to me, I'd say yeah, he's ready because he's a fine player, offers something different. But unfortunately for him, managers are the managers he's played on the at Chelsea have all played him on the flanks, played him out of position, and that's an issue. I get it. You'd always see arguments that a player should be able, a professional footballer should be able to play in multiple positions. But in this case, you don't say that about young players. Young players, especially a player who's just 18, they need to play consistently in a particular position, master that position. Then, as they mature, yeah, you can see, look at their skill set and say, yeah, this player can actually help us fulfill a certain role and go from there. But at this age, when you play a player in multiple positions, today he plays as left back, left wing back. I think you're confusing a player. You could say at this age, utility, while it makes a player a great tool in the hands of a manager, when for a 19-year-old, it will be detrimental to his development. You could argue that's the same issue that Ethan Ampadu had, especially that when he went out on loan to what club was it? They played him like the only place they didn't play him was the goalkeeping position. So I hope when he gets to Crystal Palace, they play him as a midfielder because yeah, even on the ground, Porter and Frank Lampard, second stint, you could say he could have helped us fulfill the midfield role better than some of the players we had there. But unfortunately, because he's a kid, it was easy to overlook him and not give him a real chance. But I'm happy that he's going to put pen to paper for a new contract before he leaves on loan. Let's see, keep dropping the likes on the stream. People, the likes do go a long way. It looks like it's going to be you and I, you guys today alone. But I enjoy interacting with you as long as you keep it aligned. The current topic is we're talking about Lewis Hall going on loan to Crystal Palace. I think Roy Hodgson will take a very good care of him. Let's see what else we have here. Says Coach, first, we ran out of lockers in changing room. Now we are running out of numbers. So we have we've come to this putting infinite numbers on our shirts. Yeah. Kepa to Bayern should be we get to that in a bit. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. How do you see Ivan from Real Madrid? I don't know him. I don't pretend I know players that I don't know, honestly. I could just say, yeah, I think he's a good player and move on. But I have to say that's the first time I'm hearing that name. We went from 3 to infinite. That's an upgrade, serious upgrade. And Akande Eric late today to join. How is everyone doing? What's up, Coach? I can't complain, brother. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you joining. And the Prince is here, as the band will say. The Prince, always nice to see you. Big up to you. Again, I hope you're doing well. Coach, can someone tell me an available goalkeeper which is better than Kepa? Apparently, this is why Bayern are coming for him, and CFC fans are blind. I see Jordan Pickford. We'll get to that in a bit. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, but let me highlight that comment. So when we start talking about goalkeepers, I'll bring it up again. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Sterling took the number 7 shirt. He's gonna start every week. I really hope Poch does not play him. If he does, I don't think Poch plays him. Poch won't take. You can say won't play him to the you can say to the detriment of the team. I don't see that happening. Lewis Hall needs a year away from Chelsea. I think it will be helpful for him. I'm happy he's going out on loan, even though I think he's better than some of the players we have within our ranks right now. But he's too young, so it'd be easy to overlook him. Casade off to Leicester City. Yep. Ikide Eugene. Good luck to Casade. I knew he will eventually leave on loan. And Hussein Da Costa, Neymar, and Vlahovic are good for Chelsea at this moment. Let's see if that happens. And Da Costa, I think that's the first time I'm seeing you in the chat there. Please welcome to the Chelsea Perspective community. Feel at home, express yourself. All we ask of you is just to keep it civil, and we appreciate you. Let's see the Prince once more saying this says that Rafael. Okay, having a conversation there. What can Chelsea do to avoid all this scrutiny and investigation from the FA? I think we'll be fine. The most that will happen if they consider it, you can say being truthful to themselves. Whatever happened. during the previous regime and not the new owners. It just is if they punish it for that, then it's no different from punishing you can say a child for the sins of his parents. What can yep, I've talked about that. Let's keep moving. Another update, coach. West Ham have agreed 30 million for Harry Maguire, with Everton also linked with yeah, I think you're going to be very helpful to us on the other channel. I think Hall will shine at Palace, at least when he comes back. He will be ready. I think he's actually, for me, I'd rather him than Cucurella, even Ben Chilwell. Honestly, he's a more intelligent player of the two, a better dribbler than the two of them, has better vision, he's a better passer of the ball than the two of them. But here's the thing: I want him to play in the midfield and not as a defender, because he's not traditionally a defender. Let's see. Good luck to Lewis Hall. Hope he continues to. Yeah, I think he will continue to develop. I hope he doesn't sit on the bench at Palace. I don't think so. Roy Hodgson is not that sort of person. He's English also and would want Lewis Hall to do well. I think he gives him an opportunity. And plus, these days, I don't think we're sending players out on loan for the sake of it. I think we're sure we send them to places where we're sure they will get enough game time and continue to develop. 52 likes, people. If you're a moderator, especially to the OGs here, like Phil and JC, please keep reminding people to drop likes on the stream. What would you think of Poch if he starts styling? I wouldn't be happy, but after the game, if Sterling banks in 2 goals and we end up beating Liverpool, I'd say, well, okay, that was a stroke of genius for him. So I have to wait until after the game. It seems we are the most hated team in the league. You could argue that. Kachila, when is a transfer ending? I said, I think September 1st. Good day to you too, Agile Yodikachi. I appreciate you joining. Hall should go to Strasbourg. He can start, not Palace. Where he would. I think, yeah, there's a limit to number of players we can loan to Strasbourg. I get it. They are, again, our sister club, but yeah, we still have to, there's still, again, a limit to how many players we can loan to them. Has everyone seen the pics of Lukaku back at Cobham today in Chelsea gear? He has to wear a Chelsea gear because he's still a Chelsea player. Is that legit? It's turned my stomach. Yeah, he's still working for us, and if he's at a Cobham, he has to wear a Chelsea gear. He wouldn't actually want to make a mistake that would cost Chelsea to say, you see, you broke the rules. Now we have the right to do this or do that. Yeah, unfortunately, he's still a Chelsea player until he leaves. Why not keep Lewis Hall and sell out or loan out Cucurella? Yeah, good luck loaning selling or loaning out Cucurella. Coachella, some Juventus fans are against Lukaku joining, yep, but not too many of them. Some of them trust him because of how well he did for Inter Milan he did at Inter Milan. Yep, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Like, and like. We should have gotten Hugo instead of Enzo. Would have cost just 10 million max. Okay. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Even those of you that are watching, but for one reason or the other, not able to join the chat, we appreciate you. Please, if you can do us one more favor with this, which is just to drop a like on the stream, that will go a long way for us. We appreciate you all. I think I see a report here. Okay, let's see what else we have. Nkunku injury scares me. We cannot play without him half the season. Yeah, I'm concerned, really. Nkunku is out, is our best player. You could argue. Yep, I agree with you. Bro, huge. Okay, went to Club Bruges for 10 million, and he is genuinely as talented as Barilla. I love Nicola Barilla. Honestly, he has to be one of my favorite players in the world. I'm telling you the truth. Is it true Chelsea has submitted a 95 million bid for Casado? I haven't heard that. I think the limit on loans is over 21s. On that, as many as you want. Wow. And thank you for educating me on that. I didn't know, but I appreciate you helping there. Yes, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 56 likes. We should be doing better than that. I'm checking to see if there's another update from anybody there. But before we do that, let's move on to the next item we have lined up. And that is Chelsea are open to offers for both Conor Gallagher and Trevor Chalobah. From that's by that particular report is by Nizar Kinsella. Do I believe this? I'm not too sure what to believe and what not to believe anymore. The news is just everywhere. Today you see one, and the next time you see something different entirely. Today you hear the manager loves Conor Gallagher that 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 he wants to keep him. Trevor Chalobah, again, I look at us the numbers in our defensive department, and I think he stays. And then again, the rumors keep popping up that that the club, that Chelsea are open to letting him go. So I'm not too sure what to make of it right now. But if you're in the chat, what do you think that Chelsea are open to offers for both Conor Gallagher and Trevor Chalobah? I want to hear you. And Michi, thank you for explaining that to me. It says here, I think the limit on loan is over 21s. Okay. But under 21s, as many as possible. So, yeah, it makes sense now when we're not concerned. Is it true we are willing to sell Ian Maatsen to West Ham? I think I read that report myself. The report, you can say, is presented from a West Ham's perspective. The report did say clearly that Chelsea wants to sell Ian Maatsen. So we have to be cautious and to how we read, how we'll, you can say, what we make of that particular report. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Nkunku has a history of injuries, so better now than mid-season. Yeah, let it happen now so that we can find a solution. And then if he comes back, he will help beef up the numbers for us. So yeah, Dusan Vlahovic wants a Champions League football. Okay, shocking, isn't it? That's another update there that I just looked at. I will build a team no one would want to play. Thomas Tuchel, I think it's a prophecy for Poch, because Poch will definitely build a formidable team. Every other team will be scared to play against. In his case, he's just saying, again, he said something, I wouldn't say something similar, but he said, again, his own, he said it differently. He said at Chelsea, every game is important. There's no such thing as a friendly game. And he said, yeah, we're in the league to win it. And I like that mentality. So that is you can say it doesn't differ much from what Thomas Tuchel said in his first press conference. In this case, he's just telling you, yeah, you may think we don't have a good enough squad, but I think we're capable of winning it. But I like that. Who says no? Even though I think I'm not too sure how well we're going to do, but I'm quite sure we're going to do well, better than a lot of people expect us to do. But how well, I do not know. But if the manager says we can win the league, yeah, let's go for it. Chalobah, yes. Gallagher, no, unless we sign 2 more DMs. We have Leslie Ugochukwu. And let me be honest here. As much as I think there's a good player in Gallagher, I'd rather we keep Ugochukwu and send Gallagher on loan. It's as simple as that, because traditionally, Ugochukwu is a DM. Gallagher isn't a DM. I don't know if that makes sense. But that's just my opinion. And if we keep them both, fine. Yeah, I want us to keep Ugochukwu. And at this point, it's looking like he's going to stay. I researched it as a lot of misinformation out there on big accounts. Thank you so much. Most of the news are just rumors. I don't think Gallagher and Maatsen are going anywhere. Rain, appreciate you, Rain. Big up to you, brother. Always nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. These Twitter accounts post any BC rumors, coach. Yeah, and not actually questioning whether that's true or not. Hello to you too, Kim. So appreciate you joining. Kim, so I'm still figuring out how I'm going to say your name in a delicious way. I will work it out soon, but I appreciate you joining, Kim. So much love to you, brother. Bro, we should keep Ugochukwu and Gallagher. I think we can keep them both, but especially Ugochukwu, who's traditionally DM. Sorry, I cannot read your name. I respect you, but unfortunately, we are not going to say Gallagher. If that ends up being the case, I will take it. Coach, you look like you're Romero with that cap. Really? Okay, Rafael. Kepa is staying, but let's see what happens. Yeah, let me start you with this briefly, if you can. Escape me, Tracks, Mr. Tracks. What do you make of this rumor here that Chelsea are open to offers for both Conor Gallagher and Trevor Chalobah? What do you make of that one?
Yeah, hello guys. How is everyone? Hope everyone
I
is
can't
doing
complain.
good.
I can't complain, brother. I appreciate you joining. I hope you're well.
Yeah, for Chalaba, I know we all know this is what is coming because we bought Axel, so we all know that is what is that will be the next step for Chalaba to be sold. But I'm really disappointed because it's one of the true Chelsea players that I could say that this is a guy
Mhm.
that could fight for the club. Yeah, he's not playing for money. He's not playing for an agenda. He has like he loved the club calling. And he and Conor Gallagher, like these are two players that I could tell you that they are ready to fight for the club. And Ruben is gone. But for Chalaba, I cannot say anything bad about him. The time that he was performing bad was the time that everyone was like the team was performing bad, and you could tell the growth from him. You could tell
Mhm.
he's also working hard, and he doesn't also go on injury. He only got injured I think our um in preseason, but I don't remember the last time that I saw him like we had him gone on injury, and he's always working to improve on his craft. But then, yeah, players come and go. I think it is his turn, and the hierarchies they know what they see, and maybe the coach also, the manager has also told them that he's not in his
Or
plan.
maybe the report is absolute bull doo doo. Honestly.
No, when you read in between the line, you could tell that there are some report that like a Martin report it doesn't make sense, but with Chalab's report, for us to bring in Axel, yeah, there is kind of merit from the report, but and Conor Gallagher also, since last season they tried to sell him, but he didn't want to go because he wanted to prove he wanted to stay and he wanted to win his place in the team because he loved Chelsea so um he loved Chelsea. But Conor Gallagher has won my trust. If you ask me this question last month, if I want Conor Gallagher to be in Chelsea or not last season, I would have told you no. But during this preseason, I'm a type of person that I give people their benefit of the doubt, and I give like, when I see you working hard, and I try to, I try to give you the chance. And people like to complain too much. Like people like to complain to the extent that even if you are doing well because of what you have done in your past, they just don't want to give you the chance. They just don't want. They just want to see the good thing that you are doing. This guy, this preseason, yes, they are like this preseason is one of our standout player. And I could tell the coach, I could tell you that Chelsea versus Liverpool, he is going to start. And people keep on bringing that he's not performing. The coach have used him. I think he's among of the player that have played almost a large amount of minutes
Mhm.
in this preseason. So with Chalaba, I'm sure that Chalaba will be going, but with Conor Gallagher, unless we have replacement, like unless I know we have like midfielders, but the forward line, he has shown that he could play it at the back, and he has shown that he could play it at the like in the attacking role because
Mhm.
he has also scored I think about 3 goals or 2 goals in preseason. So yeah, unless we bring in players, if we bring in Kudus and then we bring in Casedo and Chala Adams, then I think Kanagalaga is going to go. But if we bring in Kudus and even Casedo, I feel like he's still going to stay. But if we bring in these three players, then I think maybe he'll be gone.
All
But
right.
I don't think like he's like the coach, the manager is like really like it's a must for him to go like compared to players like Odoi and Ziyech and other players that we left in Coban during
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
preseason. Yeah.
Yeah, IBC, you have anything to add to this one? You there, IBC? Okay, it doesn't look like he's there. Just give me 1 second. I will come back to you guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm taking care of something here. Just trying to get more people to come join the conversation here. But while you're waiting for me, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes will go a long way. And I appreciate you all. Much love to all of you for finding the time to join the show this morning. What else? Just give me a second. I'll come back to all of you in a bit. Okay. What else do we have in the chat? Let's skip it. Please don't sell Connor. It's not up to me. Don't sound like I'm the one selling him. To be honest, I think Kepa will be our number one this season. There's a chance that's the case, but we'll get to that conversation in a bit. Keep on smashing the like button, people. Hit and subscribe if you haven't. For more Chelsea content, I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. And it is let's see what else we have here. AD is done supplying us with more updates there. It's not sure. I'm not sure why we wouldn't want to keep Leslie. He's perfect for DM. We need some muscle, some height, and he has all those qualities. So it just doesn't make any sort of sense. It wouldn't make sense if we send him out on loan. But it's looking good. It's looking like he's going to stay because he's the typical player, the type of player that does well, that will do well in the Premier League. Who's going to replace Kepa? Will he be better than Kepa, or will be next Cucurella Alonso? I honestly do not know. But let's see what happens. I don't see we got 17 million for Gallagher. Yeah, good luck. He's talented and will become better. We shouldn't assign any other midfielder right now. Kevin Hart, Lewis Hall have joined Palace on loan from Chelsea. Good luck to him. The kid is good. Again, I know he'd do well there. That name above, coach, is Petrov Plamen. Okay. Thank you. Smash the like button, people. 68 likes. Let's get it to 100 and shoot for 200 as soon as possible. What else do we have here? Good moves for Hall. Yep, two of them. Good moves for two of them. Trevor and Connor are underrated. We will regret them. I still think Trevor stays. But let's see what happens here. They really play for the badge. Yep. More importantly, they do play for the badge. Keeping Ugochukwu and Connor depends on what happens with Casado and Tyler. Truth be told, in my opinion, we keep Ugochukwu than sign Tyler Adams. Truth be told, but Tyler Adams will be more than just a player for Chelsea. He is the current captain of the U.S. men's national team. And yeah, will be the window or the door to that U.S. Market. Connor wouldn't mind a pay cut to stay at Chelsea because, yeah, Connor loves his boyhood club. And he wants to play under Poch too. He knows Poch will help him become an even better player. Let's see, South Chalobah and get Stefan Dejavir. I can't pronounce that name. To help the youngsters like Colwell Silva wouldn't play every game. That is just the truth. We have enough CBs, and Disasi is a beast. I love Disasi, really. He's not leaving. I hope that's the case. Ola Lamilekon or Lagdeinde. I appreciate you joining, brother. We don't need to sell them to sign new players. I think so too, but the club, they are the ones, they know what they're doing there. We have heard news about Chalobah being sold. Yeah, since 1920s. Probably he won't be going. I don't think he goes. I don't think he's the core. You can say he's one of he's the makeup, one of the players that make up the core of the, you can say, the Chelsea, the core of a Chelsea academy in the team. Coach, morning to you too. Today is Wednesday. Since Monday, we were supposed to sign Casado. Chelsea fans are worried. I am worried. A league starts. Our first league, league starts on Sunday. Kepa to leave. We have another world-class goalkeeper in Sanchez, but you can't have just one class goal. You have to have a good alternative. The Premier League will govern the value of Chelsea's proposed sponsorship deal with Infinite Athletic and questions from outside the club over investment links. Report Simon Phillips. Of course, they have to do that. It's Chelsea. Coach, let's be honest, with Nkunku out, that's a lot of experience in our attack gone. Yep, that's the truth. Stalin, I don't know what is going on with him. His looks lost of late. I am a positive, but I cannot be blind to the issues we have. Oh yeah, it's apparent. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Really wondering about this club's priorities. Still, I'm not concerned. I know we have a problem. It's not by design. I think we need to keep Conor Gallagher. Not my decision there. Let's see what happens. The blue beautiful game. Much love to you too, brother. Big up, coach. You could literally replace Kepa in goal with a training mannequin. The guy is a bomb. TT, I beg, come get your boy. Gallagher is auditioning. He's a waste of a squad number and buying it. And yeah, and you think TT really wants Kepa Arrizabalaga? Big up to you too, Chelsea, all the way. Connor will be handy as a number 10 with Nkunku injured. Yeah, maybe. So we're not going to be in a rush to sell him, even if that's the plan, really. So that argument there does make sense. Dusan Vlahovic wants a guaranteed place in the starting 11. Then he's not ready to come to Chelsea, in my opinion. The deal of Nkunku and Dusan will be a great deal for Chelsea attack. Okay, let's see what else we have lined up. Keep Gallagher, not up to me. Chele Mabinya, not up to me. We're just having a conversation here. Let's see what else we have lined up. We have this one here. Robert Sanchez is viewed as the long-term number 1 choice. Here's the thing. I've said this before when people came out and said Kepa will certainly be the number 1. As much as I think there's a good goalkeeper in Kepa, people took what Mauricio Pochettino said during an interview and ran with it when he said something to the effect of they like Kepa too much. That yeah, he's a good goalkeeper, blah blah blah. And I asked you guys the question: do you think he'd ever come out and say, yeah, we don't like Kepa, we're certainly looking to sign another number 1 goalkeeper? I told you guys that will never happen. And here's the thing now, and I also did say, if we sign another goalkeeper, most likely that goalkeeper will be signing him to come and become the number 1 choice. And I'm thinking that may well be the reason why we signed Sanchez. And pay attention to what we have on the screen here. It says Robert Sanchez is viewed as the long-term number 1 at Chelsea. And I'm not shocked. Even though the stats I looked at, Kepa has been the better of the 2 goalkeepers in the past 2 seasons, in my opinion. Maybe I have to go look at it again, or maybe my eyesight was, you could say, not reading things. I wasn't reading things right. But I think he has potential in him. There are aspects of his game that is you could say he's proven to be better at than Kepa Arrizabalaga. So I'm happy we'll have him. But Kepa doesn't look like he has a future long-term here. First of all, you have to admit that if it wasn't for his salary, we could have sold him in January, if we're being honest. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. We appreciate you all. Gallagher is ready to audition as a goalkeeper too. There's a space there. Let's go, Chelsea. LR25. Yep, let's go, brother. Nice to see you. The beautiful game. Much love to you too, brother. Kachila, you keep attacking me with 9 demand standards. No, I don't attack you. We have a conversation, and you know I love you. So don't gang up on me now, because you see the beautiful game is there. Chelsea will have to make a double effort to win anything because of the bias against Chelsea. I think you could say that too. I hope Sanchez is good enough. I think he's good enough. I don't rate Kepa, but Sanchez wasn't my first pick. Yeah, he has the potential. Maybe that's what they see. And not really, but if you're paying attention, if you go by the stats for the past last season and this season, Kepa is actually the better goalkeeper. But beyond stats, there's more to his game that I've seen that I like. Why would we sign Adams if we already have Enzo, Santos, Guchiku, Gallagher, Casade, Hall, Ian Matson, Connie Chukwemeka, and Kunku? Yeah, business. If you were listening, I did mention Tyler Adams will mean more than just will be more than just a footballer for Chelsea. He is the current key window, if you prefer, to the US market in terms of from a business perspective. Yeah, that's how I see it. We've seen last season we had too many players. It's not good enough for the team and the development. You can argue that. Any update on Olise guy? Nope, nothing new. And an update from Santiago Mono. The final value of Chelsea's proposed sponsorship with startup company Infinite Management will be governed by the Premier League's fair market value rule. Matt Fraud law. It just doesn't make sense. Why are they trying to govern that? Even if we end up getting that 50 million per year from them, we're still the third. Yeah. So I just don't understand why they're trying. You can say it's Chelsea. Yeah, everything is a problem. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. 23 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. Let's see what other item we have lined up here. Adams fits very well. Yeah, he fits very well too. Beyond the fact that you can say that he's a key, or you can say the window to the US market from a business perspective. He's a good footballer. By the way, nothing happened to City. It's still ongoing. We knew it would take years for them to conclude that one. They will throw the best lawyers in the UK on that one, and yeah, and it's not gonna be easy. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 77 likes. Those of you that are watching, but for one reason or the other, not able to participate in the chat, please do us a tiny bitty favor. Just take a second and drop a like on the stream and help us reach more people. Would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for all the love you're showing this channel. We'll be mixing it up quite a lot, especially when we have everyone on board. More importantly, honestly, I've come to realize that Jerry Z is actually a good presenter. All we have to just deal with is just his lighting and everything, and then he's perfect. But in terms of presentation, leave it for Jerry Z. He's perfect. Let's see, 79 likes, 21 more to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. They say they start with financial investigation. Then Anthony Taylor. Why I want be too strong in every department on the pitch. I think we can. Coach, we didn't sign Sanchez just to hold bench. Yep, and I'm quite sure. Don't do a tapping on me. Don't you dare do a tapping on me. Don't. I'm gonna stop reading your comment. He's gonna be challenging that Corky substitute, refusing a shut out. Wow. Newly just go wannabe fraudulent street lamp, or some call a goalkeeper. Okay, that's not the tapping. That's all on you. If God asks who said that, I'll say you. But Adam is good. No, overall he's good, really. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Let's see what other item we have lined up here. Much love to all of you. And if you're using Chrome, I don't know if you'd see that on other browsers such as Mozilla and others. Look at the very bottom right hand side. You'd see the emoji panel. You have 100% emoji there. You have this one there. You have the heart icon. Please keep clicking them then to help trigger the YouTube algorithm, and in turn get it to push the stream to more people who'll be interested in the conversation we're having right now. And Mr. Vic, Temptus Ex Machina, annual turnover was estimated at 12 million. Questions have already been asked outside Chelsea about where the funding for a sponsorship deal worth that 40 million a year would come from. I'm sure they're ready to explain that because they know questions will be asked. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go along. We also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I wouldn't have problems if we sign it to Nurley. I don't want that useless bum Casado. Wow. That's harsh. Let's see what else we have lined up here, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 30 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. Okay, let's see. Let's go for it. Here's the interesting one. And I'm going to explain how this doesn't make sense. Even if Bayern wants to sign Kepa Arrizabalaga, would Kepa want to go to Bayern? I'd say absolute no. I'm saying no. I don't believe Kepa would want to go to Bayern. Let's start. First of all, Kepa was the goalkeeper of choice for cup games for cup games for us. And we got to the final. I think we had to beat the team in the semi-final or quarterfinals on penalties, and it was Kepa's you can say brilliance on the day that helped us progress to the final of the Carabao Cup that we lost to Liverpool. Okay, we went to Club World Cup. Kepa was the starting goalkeeper, and Mendy was away. He was On again, he had to leave for AFCON, and in his absence, Kepa actually was brilliant for us. He was doing well, didn't put a foot wrong, led us to the Club World Cup, did well in the semifinals against I think a Brazilian side, was it, or Al Hilal? I don't remember. I think it was against Al Hilal. He did very well, kept us in the game to the again, and we progressed to the final. And Mendy came back from AFCON a day before, I think a day before or 2 days before the final of that Club World Cup, and took Kepa's place. That's one. And then I was thinking, I even had to make a $50 bet on Worldwide Trust with Matt and my friend and brother Sadiq. I told them, if we come back to England and Kepa doesn't start, actually, I made a bet saying if Kepa doesn't start the final of that Club World Cup, that I owe them I owe them $50. And my argument then was that, yeah, because he did well in the semifinals, and yeah, he's been brilliant for us since Mendy traveled for AFCON. Boom, Thomas Tuchel dropped onto the bench, and we got back to England. And I was thinking maybe Thomas Tuchel would try and be fair with Kepa and start him, since he could say the goalkeeper, our choice for the goalkeeping position since the group stages and all that. And in the cup game, he also dropped him to the bench. And if that wasn't enough, Kepa didn't get a chance to play. Mendy had to break a bone before Kepa got a chance. And you're telling me if Thomas Tuchel comes calling that Kepa will go, oh, that's my former manager, I'm going to Bayern. It just doesn't make any sort of sense. And if I were Kepa, I will not go. Why all of a sudden he becomes, again, he sees me as a starting goalkeeper, or are they trying to sign me as a second choice goalkeeper? So it just doesn't make any sort of sense to tell me that Bayern really wants to sign Kepa Arrizabalaga, when from everything we've seen, Thomas Tuchel don't see him as a starting goalkeeper, doesn't trust him. If anything, he only sees him as a goalkeeper that's good at stopping penalties. Beyond that, everything I've seen points to the fact that, yeah, he doesn't trust him. And if you were Kepa, tell me if Thomas Tuchel comes calling, you'd rush again. Yeah, you'd answer. I will not. But I want to get your opinion, Track. What do you make of this rumor? To me, I honestly, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I get it. And here, Fabrizio Romano, it's putting it differently. He says Bayern Munich have added Kepa Arrizabalaga to their shortlist. Chelsea and Bayern will speak soon to understand if it is possible. If I were Kepa, I'm not going, but I want to hear from you, Track, if you're there. What do you make of this report?
Man, Kepa needs to leave. Listen, okay. we've seen 6 years.
Do you think Kepa would want to go to Bayern? I get that part. He needs to leave. And do I want him to leave? Yes, I want him to leave. Yeah, but do you think it's going to be to Bayern? I doubt that. But you go ahead.
We don't, in sports you can never say never. Maybe it's all depend on the coach. The coach might tell him that, listen, this deal is on the table. You either have to take it, or I'm not going to use you. I just don't want to disgrace you. You are a senior player here. You just have to take the deal and go. Other people have taken a deal and went. Even Kovar and other players who were important to Chelsea, like really important to Chelsea. They took, when the deal was on the table, the owners and everyone made them know that they are not part of the plan. And Kepa is not like it's not special than all of these players that went. They just have to let him know that, listen, it's time for you to go. He's part of the failure, last season failure. Mendy was part of the failure. He was part of the failure. Kovacic, Jorginho, all these players were part of the failure, and he also is part of it. He's not special than them. He just have to take the deal and go.
No, everybody has to. You can say each individual that played for us last season has to take their own share of the blame.
Yeah,
yeah. But here, now you get my argument. That's not me saying he's a bad goalkeeper. Yeah, the fact
he is a bad goalkeeper. He is a bad goalkeeper.
Let me just say, my point is this: the argument is, would he want to go to Bayern? I doubt that, given everything I've explained.
I
It's
I don't
yeah.
understand some people. Like when it comes to Mendy, we call Mendy all sorts of names, and he's supposed to take it. But then some people have to be treated like special. Kappa is a bad goalkeeper. Kappa, he's overrated. The thing that they even rate him with it, that he's really good on his feet. He's not good on his feet. He's bad on his feet. There's nothing special about Kappa when it comes to a goalkeeper. Listen, before I was even advocating for Manchester City, their second goalkeeper. He's miles ahead than Kappa, and he's a
The
second goalkeeper.
US guy.
He's a Manchester City. I don't Manchester
I think the
City
US
second.
guy. I've forgotten his name. I think
Yeah,
that's a US guy.
he's miles ahead than Kappa and Brighton goalkeeper, their current goalkeeper, even Sanchez. All of these keepers are bad, are miles ahead than him. I'm tired
Yeah.
of people, giving Kappa special treatment. When it came to Mendy, they all berated Mendy. They call Mendy names. Man, uh, Harry Maguire, like people were berated, like they're calling these people. But when we say something about Kappa, then you got these fanboys who pour their feelings into
No,
it and
here's the
tell
thing.
it.
I understand your frustration, and that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about whether you think he goes to Bayern. I don't think it happens, really, in my
For me,
opinion.
I think you will.
No, I don't think he will. Not because just because of his relationship with Thomas Tuchel. I'd be shocked if he goes to Bayern. Then yeah, I don't go because if I were Kepa, I'm not going
Don't
to
you
go to
think Thomas
Bayern.
Tuchel have already talked to him also
I don't think
before they
so.
made it public?
No, I don't think so. This is just more like leaks. I don't think so. But if it happens, yeah, good luck to him. Oliver, can we eat him alive? Okay, Kepa wants a Bayern according to reports. According to reports, so it's still speculations. No way to confirm that that's the case. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning to you too. A lot of people, Marcella, I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. Casado is too much. Too a price. But it's good. Okay. I hope we get him. Coach, Kepa's penalty is still on its way to Mars. Yeah, that one there. For me, I wouldn't have you could say brought him on. Honestly, I would have considered the fact that he probably felt he should have. You could say started the Club World Cup final for us, and I benched him. I would have questioned his mindset really, but unfortunately, it took a thing that far. Yeah, let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I don't want Kepa to go anywhere. Oche Ame, okay, that's up to you. Oche Ame sounds like an Igala brother there. Oche, where are you from? I really want to know. Please do let me know. I wouldn't let Kepa leave. I think Chelsea, if they're not too sure about a replacement, maybe there's a chance they'd be a bit reluctant to let him go. Fulham are close to finalizing. Where's that report there? I can't find it. Fulham are close to finalizing a deal for a Chelsea player there, but that just went off my screen, unfortunately. Let's see, Coach, are you feeling okay? Did you still some of Glenn Smith's? Wow. Oh my goodness. I'm fine. Remember Antoli Tubin, who I told you about, he went to Benfica for 10 million. Okay, that's a cheap price, really, given this day's market. If Sanchez turns out to be bad or he gets injured, we are screwed. Kepa has to stay. Your opinion. Benfica always assign the best upcoming talents. They make so much money. And yeah, they make so much money. You can say that's their priority. Maybe is to make
Coach,
more money, win the Portuguese league, and beyond that, they usually don't do well.
coach,
I like Adam to come to Chelsea. Let me catch up with what we have there before it grows too much, please, if you don't mind. Again, it's Bayern, and we had a shocking season. There's absolutely no reason why he wouldn't come. Who wouldn't come? He wouldn't go to Bayern. We just got a new goalkeeper. I'm not sure what to make of that particular comment. Get a second choice goalkeeper. Okay, or Jojo Mamavili. Mamavili, I'd start him. I think he's a good goalkeeper. Panic at the table. Yeah, you could say that, but Kepa is good. Let's say I'm not sure Kepa should be let go because I have questions about Sanchez. I would tell you Sanchez isn't much of an upgrade. Maybe what will make a difference is that he has his favorite trainer at Chelsea. Maybe I'm not sure. To them, as reports are, you can say put it that we did see him coming to Chelsea, signing him as a smart option. not. I'm not one. I don't want to delve into that. As much as I want Kepa to leave, we don't have a suitable backup in goal. So we're better keeping him until we get the replacement. Coach, let him talk. You topping merchant. I hate you. Just go away. Fulham are close to finalizing the deal. He went off again. I just saw it on my screen. Let me see if I can see that report up there. There's an update I wanted to share with you guys, but I can't see it. It just went off. Let me see if Vince is carrying that news in particular. Give me 1 second. I'll come back to you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Just 9 more. Fulham are close to finalizing a deal with Chelsea for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Deal could potentially be completed in the next 24 to 48 hours. That has been going on for a while. I was told that Bashir Humphreys has impressed Pochettino a lot in training. He is one that could surprise a lot of people. That kid, he's ice cold on the ball, really. I haven't seen a young player at his age play as good as him. Do you really trust Bettinelli if Sanchez goes down? I don't. The last time he got a chance during preseason, we considered an own goal, a pass from Reece James. I think I was actually at the stadium. That was the stadium here in Las Vegas against, I think it was against Club America. Why in the blue moon do you think that Poch will bully keep out of the club? People stop dreaming. Kepa was not part of failure. Anthony Barry is at Bayern. Kepa can trust the entire coaching team. Our current goalkeeper coach is Ben Roberts from Brighton. We will drop Kepa soon. That later. He knows that, coach. Yep, I think we know that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Kachila, why do you think Kepa wouldn't want to leave? No, to go to Bayern, to be specific. You sound like an undercover Kepa agent. No, my argument is that I don't see him going to Bayern. If you paid attention, Kachila, I have seen so many emotional outbursts, but zero footballing arguments on why Kepa is bad. I don't want to get into that argument, really. Kepa is one of the worst we've ever had. Sanchez has his favorite goalkeeping coach, a goalkeeping coach at Chelsea. He will be better, trust me. I hope so. For sure. Okay, just having a conversation there. Should loud Kepa. Okay. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all. I'll be skipping quite a lot, except if I see anybody that I haven't said hello to. And Agberia 25. Agberia, it's hard to happen. Kepa needs to go. Agberia, I appreciate you joining the show. And it looks like this is your first time here. If you don't mind, make sure to subscribe and tell others about the channel. Do you think a coach needs my input? Thank you for asking them that question. If you said Kepa is part of the failure last season, it means both Thiago Silva and all of them has to take a blame. You can't just single out any individual in a season where the team as a unit underperformed. That is just my opinion. That where at Chelsea last season should be sold. No, we're not saying all of them should be sold. It's a team sport. So when a team underperforms, blame everybody. We need ultra support on the field. I think we do need that. And Blue Blood, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. We've gotten to the point we speak so respectfully to our players. Yes, they may have underperformed, but there is a process involved. This isn't a video game. They are real people. I think I like that comment, really. We should speak when we speak of our players, we should do that respectfully, the humans, and avoid name calling. There will be red cards flying because people are so far beyond reality. They just don't see the truth. And yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Kepa can pass the ball with his legs, but I don't agree. He's good enough with his legs. He kicked the worst ever penalty I've ever seen. And I'm going to ask you this question. Why would Thomas Tuchel bring him on after 12 days earlier or 15 days earlier, benching him for Mendy, who traveled for AFCON, and he was the reason we made it to the final. And then you get to the final of another game. He was our goalkeeper of choice in all the cup games. And then once he got to the final, you drop him to bring in Mendy. And then when it's penalties, you brought him on. I wouldn't have risked it. In the first place, I wouldn't. Again, I will question his, you could say, his state of mind before bringing him in. So, yeah, it was a mistake by Thomas Tuchel. Honestly, Kepa is set to play against Liverpool, which is a significant opportunity for him. Let's see, Poch only wants a 24, 25-man squad. We now register 29, and we will have to buy at least 3 more players. So now we have to sell and loan a few. Yeah, it's not that simple, really. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. And I just had to laugh. Yes, Kepa is not world class, but saying he was the worst player last season for Chelsea is a lie. Sanchez is not that much of an upgrade. Thank you for saying that. Do I think Kepa, again, is the best we can do? No, I think we can do better than Kepa. But in my opinion, the truth remains, if it wasn't for Kepa's brilliance between the stick, you could argue would be worse off. We could have ended the season in a worse position, in my opinion. But Sanchez has the potential to do even more better. Let's see. Okay, Ultras Yunus, if Kepa needs support, all we need is a shout out from you in the pits. Wow, we need real football atmosphere on the pitch. We need to support that team. Let's see how Kepa does against Diaz, Asala, Nunes, Anthony Taylor. Shall we? Okay, yeah. Let's see that if he again is selected to start that game. Kepa's brilliance in Super Cup in Chelsea versus Villarreal gave us a Super Cup. I am not saying Kepa is world best goalkeeper. If a good offer comes, we should sell him and sign him. But yeah, I get it. We shouldn't be name calling him just because some of us don't feel he's a goalkeeper and all that. I don't think that's okay, really. So unfortunately, I'm going to scroll to the very bottom. Then I'll try to get your subsequent contributions in the chat. Let's move on. The next item. Okay, let me see this one here. This one here says, okay, double that. This says, Kepa will be working with Tony Jimenez on the day today, who is the manager, goalkeeping coach, not Ben Roberts. Ben Roberts is head of the goalkeeping department. Okay, I see. If Kepa was good, we wouldn't be talking about goalkeepers for 4 years. No, we haven't been talking about goalkeepers for 4 years, in my opinion, but that's just your opinion. Let me answer that question. TT will bring Kepa because he knows Kepa is one of the best goalkeepers out of all available goalkeepers and will come easy because of the fine revolt. Bayern need keepers. And the question is, do you think Kepa would want to go? Okay. Okay, if that's the only option for them, let them go for it, in my opinion. But I don't think he will go to Bayern. Let's see what else we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. How many likes? It's just 6 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. This says that Kepa is like a low-hanging fruit to Bayern right now. The question I'm asking, I'm not arguing whether Bayern wants him or not. My argument is that I really, honestly, do not think Kepa would want to go to Bayern. That is just my opinion, except if it's guaranteed he's going to become the #1 goalkeeper. But that's just my opinion. Bayern Munich would like to loan Kepa Arrizabalaga for a season with an option to buy. And I've seen, you can say, subsequent reports are saying Chelsea wants with an obligation to buy. I think we're seeing the risk of giving our players to clubs with an option to buy, which means, yeah, they will find a way not to pay you how much you're asking. Let Kepa go, no problem. And that's Raheem Shella. Nice to see you, brother. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. Urate, better than Tonelli. Okay, slug it out there. What else do we have here? Yep, spot on. Yep, it makes sense. But the question is, would Kepa want to go to Bayern? That's the question I'm asking. We need a CDM, Casado, and Vlahovic. Okay. Chelsea bottling the Urate deal was annoying. We didn't bottle it. We don't have to pay them something out of this world because we wanted Urate. When here is the thing, coach. Kepa might not like to go, but fans will push him out. Yeah, but still, would he want to go there? I mean, I get your argument. Chelsea has been selling or complaining. Everyone Tuchel's talent ID is suspiciously in question. Wow. What else do we have here? Loan with an loan him with an obligation to buy. With an option to buy, it's a huge risk, unfortunately. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 2 more to get it to 100. Let's see if we can get it to 200 as soon as possible. I'd really appreciate that. What else do we have here? Anything else with regards to what Sanchez or Kepa? Choose one. I have no choice. I hope Sanchez does well. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I have to say, Coach. What have we done to Kepa? Why must he punish us like this? He's a very really who takes a pleasure from inflicting immense pain on the fan base. Wow, that is some comment. And now you're making me a party to that whatever that mindset. What is your preview of Anthony Taylor refereeing the game between Chelsea and Liverpool? And I am concerned Taylor may end up bottling that game. I think the pressure will be on him. And I think the last time he actually made calls again. You could say made some calls in favor of surprisingly some calls. Lots of the calls on the day favored us actually. Maybe the pressure is on him right now. That can get him to, you can say, be on our side a bit, maybe. Kepa would love to go. I don't get you. Are you? Yeah, you don't get my argument. I'm not saying Kepa wouldn't want to go. I'm just saying I don't see. If I was Kepa, I wouldn't want to go to Bayern. Except if I'm guaranteed I'm going to become the number one. And if you were Kepa, would you want to go to Bayern? That's the question I'm asking you. Did you actually pay attention to how the story I told of how he gets dropped? He was dropped for the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool, dropped for the Club World Cup final. Who did we play against in the Club World Cup final? I don't remember. Wait, actually, Urati went to PSG because of money. And yeah, if we were in Champions League, he would have come. I don't think so, really. I think PSG paid. They offered more, according to reports. Another point: despite being demoted, Kepa stayed back and fought for his place. And fought for his place back as number one, and that happened under TT. Tuchel always says that he doesn't like to mess with his goalkeeper's confidence. Okay, to me, all above sounds like a perfect manager for Kepa. Let's see if it happens. Kepa will jump at Bayern, coach. A change of environment will help his career. Okay, I hope that happens for him. Because I want him to leave. His relationship with the fans has become toxic, and that's not helpful. So if he makes a mistake, people will take it and run with it, and sound like he's been making a mistake for 1,000 years. It's Bayern, coach, of course. I would. He has no competition there. With Summers and Neuer heading out too. Okay. Let's see. Kepa was number one. Kepa was number 2 at Chelsea. So can be number 2 at Bayern as far as he gets his money. Maybe that may well be the case. Coach, so he doesn't want to go to Bayern. I'm saying I don't think he would want to go to Bayern. I don't say I haven't said he doesn't want to go to Bayern. Bayern because he won't be number 1. So why do we have him as number 1? Number 1 then, bro. You get. I think you and I were saying the same thing. Yes, Stain. My argument is that I don't think he would want to go to Bayern. That's just my argument. I'm not questioning why we have him as number 1 or as number 2. Thomas Bates Kepa would fit in perfectly at Bayern. Okay, let's see if it works out for him. But final argument, coach, I don't think a Poch would like to let Kepa go without getting a proper good replacement. Or you could say someone good enough to compete with Robert Sanchez. If Kepa senses and has had a conversation with Poch, where he envisions himself as a potential number 2 in the near future, he might consider a move to Bayern. I think that makes sense. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up, people. 101 likes. You people are absolute legends, and I love you all. Appreciate you all joining. Let's get to something so that I can bring in tracks to drop his opinion. West Ham are looking at a deal for left back Ian Maatsen, and they think they can get him on loan with an option to buy. Maatsen impressed during preseason, and Pochettino likes him, but an exit isn't being ruled out this month. This is absolute nonsense, really. This report just doesn't make any sort of sense. I'm going to say this. We've heard different reports. One of them saying that yeah, Pochettino is seriously considering keeping him. He likes him, and Pochettino, he hasn't again. He's made it clear openly that he loves the player. He likes him and would want to keep him. But this is this. You can say I'm not sure what to make of this report. But you have the floor. Track. What do you make of this particular report here?
If we made Martin go on loan, or then I don't know what else could any player do to impress Pochettino, because he's one of our standout players and he's really intelligent. Not he doesn't only has like a ball playing ability, like his IQ and the ability to play different positions. Because even his position that we thought he would play wasn't the position that he played during the preseason. He played different positions and he played it really well. He played it. He held it as his own. And yeah, he fought his way to gain the trust of the coach, and I don't think he's going to on loan. I think
Mhm.
even they are in the talks for him to extend his contract, because his contract is will be expired in about a year. And I think most Chelsea supporters, Chelsea followers who watches Chelsea and knows our football, think that because Nkunku is injured, the coach could use him in that position. But for me, I feel like Chukwemeka will play that position. I don't think Edmondson is going anywhere. He's staying, and he's part of the future. This is what I'm
I
going to say.
think he's
This,
saying, and go ahead, but go ahead if you're still talking. Sorry.
yeah, but with Chelsea Dodgers also, there's a lot of things that they say that is true, but I think this is not one of it. I'm sorry. I don't think Edmondson is going on loan.
All right, thank you so much. I don't think he's going on loan too. And this report is clearly from West Ham perspective, not from Chelsea perspective. If we're being honest, I'm just saying, reporting West Ham's intent.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it's from them.
No, but usually, no. Usually, people look at it without even paying attention, saying, "Okay." But yeah, I get it. But coach, if realistic Roger comes on, please don't bring all this goalkeeper argument. I think he's missed it. I hope he's well. More importantly, regarding the predicament between Tuchel and Kepa, there's room for change. Yeah, people do again sometimes do look at you can say do look beyond issues they've had with others, and sometimes decide to move on from it. A lot of people don't. Bayern's number one is injured in Bron Bridges with the hierarchy. He's Bron Bridges with the hierarchy. Number two, a goalkeeper is sold to Inter. Kepa comes in and starts as number one at Bayern. I wouldn't like to see him go though. Okay, why you have all of that ball in many colors. Who is he responding to? Let's see what else we have here. It took us a tactical brilliance is well recognized in the game, and it's possible he has identified a system at Bayern and in the Bundesliga that could align better with Kepa's strength. I'm not sure what sort of tactic you'd approach to save your goalkeeper other than defend well and close it. It's just that's just my opinion anyway. A lot of people may say Kepa might have had conversation with TT and may be interested in the move. We don't know. All speculations at this time. But it's a good conversation anyway. In my opinion, I told you Ian Martin will go on loan. Poch only used him to point at the fact a left back, a left-footed right wing player is needed. He never played him at left back. My argument with regards to, again to the reason why he didn't play him in the left back position is that his height. He wants taller players in that position. In my opinion, Kepa will be our next number one next season, whether you like it or not. Possible. The beautiful game. Much love to you too, Coach. With these outgoings, I can only deduce that the rumors of us bringing in four more signings is true, and they are probably going to be something really special. Honestly, I look. I think the owners, I trust them. The way they move, and one thing I've learned is that I've learned not to worry myself too much, whether we sign players or not. I think there's a pattern to how they've operated this particular transfer window. Once you start hearing, for instance, we're looking at a particular player. If it's a player we're serious about, we really need. Within the next few hours or days, you hear we've signed that player. Go from, except for Enzo Fernandez, but go from Mihailo Mudryk to all the players, Nicholas Jackson to Axel Disasi. How quickly we get the deals over the line, that's how they operate. I think, I trust them, and like you said, I think we'll be surprised with the players that sign. But that's by the way, we'll move on. What else we have lined up here? I think it's been an excellent show because I like interacting with you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. We are at 104 likes. We can get it to 200 as soon as possible if we can. I'd really appreciate that. Reports of links to Foden, really, Kudus and Olise pointed to the fact that Matson is not the player Poch wanted for right wing. Wow. That is a delicious comment there from Vic. You're making it make sense now. And that's how I like arguments. If you present an argument, make it make sense. And I think you're doing that. Just give me 1 second here. Let me brighten my light and open my light a bit. And just to give away, I'm gonna making quite a lot of short videos with Jerry Z. I get it. He has his own. He will be launching his own show. We're still designing the theme of the show. That's how we do here. For instance, the evening shows, we have a theme for it. Blue Money Show has its own theme. So we were working on Jerry Z show, the theme for his show, and it will be out soon. And we've been having a series of meetings. We're working. So, but that's, by the way, I think I like this comment. You've made your argument, you can say, sensible right now by presenting a follow-up argument. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. I'm not getting into that conversation. Cannot wait to see Olisa playing instead of Madueke. I like Olisa and I like Madueke too. But Olisa, you can argue, is more mature than Madueke. Let's see. Yep, Eugene is a legend here and keen student of the game. Yep, I agree. The Beautiful Game says, I believe we've won the transfer window already. But if we offload Kepa too, we would have won the Champions League of the transfer window. Just go away. You know I don't like you. But that's, by the way, if you have any questions, drop it in the chat and I'll try the best I can to address it. Let me see any new items here that we haven't addressed that I can go with. I think I can bring up so we can talk about it. But if you have any questions, ask me in the chat. And disclaimer, I do not know everything. And thank goodness, I'm sure Santiago Muno is watching and Eugene is there. And I have other knowledgeable people in the chat there that will help me answer any questions if I struggle with them. I'm trying to open the new items that let me see some new updates there from the people. Let me see. Just give me 1 second. I want to get some updates here. Some updates. Just give me 1 second. I'm looking for something here. Okay, I think we've addressed that one. Let me see if we have any other items here to address. We have one opened that I want us to address. We're looking. Which one is this? Just give me 1 second. But why that happens, if you have any questions, drop it in the chat and I'll try to address your question. And if I cannot, I'm sure we have people there to help address that. And this one is talking about who? A picture tweet there. I can't even see it. Oh, something interesting, and I want to look at that. Something that shows Marcos Alonso will always be a Chelsea through and through. I want to. That's interesting, really. Let's see what we have here. Ross Barkley has just signed in a new as a new Luton Town player on a free transfer. Wow, some signing for them. Because he gives them something that again he would do well for them, in my opinion. Let's see what else we have here. Felix Johnson. Do you trust him? Breaking news of Fab's tweet. Ross Barkley has just signed as a new Luton Town player on a free transfer. Yep. Lots of money for him there. And you're laughing at him. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Yeah, what a waste there. Coach, do you believe Kudus is still in Chelsea's loop? I don't think so. Maybe not. But in my opinion, if you ask me, I'd say I honestly do not think we're getting Kudus again. That's just what I believe. That died down. When I saw it, I did say I argue. I'd argue we're letting Brighton get him so that they can let us get what's his name get Moses Casado. But that's just my opinion, really. Let's see anything else to address here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna come back to that in a bit, but let me see what we have here. We have this here. Okay. Exclusive. Chelsea have agreed a 6 + 1 year contract with Lewis Hall, according to Felix Johnson. Do you think Felix Johnston? Who is it? Do you mean Felix Johnson? You're not. I don't know, man. I don't. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with. Roger must have cried himself to sleep after hearing Kepa's news. Kachila, can you wake him up to attend the show? No, he has other priorities, and I don't. Roger, I think, has moved on from Kepa because he knows he will never win the argument, even though he presents the fact. Let's see what we have here. The comment about Kepa by the gentleman is so spot on. Kepa kills confidence of the defense. Wow. But nice to see you. More importantly, Kuku, Kunle Kuku, I hope you're doing well, brother. I appreciate you finding the time to join. Kachila, the Lighten dilemma requires a greater emphasis on tactical thinking compared to other areas. You got it. Yeah. Like I said, we have to work on it together. We need better lighting. You don't want like you're at the beach under the sunlight when you're in the studio presenting the show to people. So, but we will definitely sort that out. I don't see where Hall fits in this system. Okay, that Hall news is actually really good news. It's good news. Maybe he gets to play in the midfield and play consistently in a single position and not everywhere. Realistic Roger still resting. Chelsea certainly like him, Mohamed Kudus, despite what Brighton may have agreed. Until anything is actually announced with Brighton, I would cross that one. You wouldn't cross that one off. Albert says, I like Kudus, and I was thinking, yeah, we're gonna get that one over the line as a 10, and I would take him. He's a fine player. Okay, he says he doesn't know. Okay, yep, I think I've read that one too. Let's see, Kudus is good. He's a fine player. I hope we'll get it over the line, but it's looking more like he is going to join Brighton. So Kudus is right there for the taking, and Chelsea are doing who knows what. There's a chance they have a gentleman's agreement with Brighton. We'll let you get him, but you sell Casado to us. The question is, would Kudus want to join Brighton? Rumors are that he's agreed personal terms with them, but there's no way to confirm whether that's the case or not. So we have some items here, just 3 more items. Fulham are close to finalizing a deal with Chelsea over the signing of forward Callum Hudson-Odoi. I think we've addressed that one too. We have this one. I like this one. Marcus, you could say Chelsea Alonso. So they beat Tottenham by 4 goals to 2 in a friendly. And here is what he had on his Instagram page or Twitter. I think Instagram page or Twitter page. Some things that never change. Barca 4, Tottenham 2. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. And he's one player. I think every time we played against Tottenham, I think he scored. He scored many goals against them. I think how many? 2 of them free click from a dead ball situation. I think 3 times maybe. I just can't quite recall. But he saw when he was with us, he was always good against Tottenham. So I like this from him. That's banter at its best. Honestly, if you ask me. All right, let's see what else we have here. Yeah, you could argue that. What else do we have before we round off? I appreciate you all finding the time to join. A lot of people, my bro says Kudus can only come to Chelsea from Brighton in the future. What a way to put it. Then he's going to cost us 200 million. Let's see, what else do we have here? Brighton are attempting Stone for Kudus to Chelsea. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's a stepping stone, so to speak. And now I understand. Brighton is a stepping stone for Kudus to Chelsea. Yeah, maybe that's a better way to to phrase it. And the other day, I did argue if Kudus goes to Brighton, he sees them as a stepping stone, not really, you can say, the pinnacle of the sort of club of the clubs he wants to play for. But that's by the way. Let's move. What else do we have here? Arsenal also, yeah, are interested. Brighton don't care about gentleman's agreement, or else they would have let Casado join us by now. Sanchez deal didn't have again an effect either. Brighton are trying to get Kudus and keep Casado. You could argue that may well be the case. Kudus is good for the 10, while Nkunku are out, but also Olise. They're both injured, unfortunately. All the players we're looking at right now are all out injured. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Ayawahi, I'm not too sure. Nothing new. I think we're not willing to meet what's this club's name? Their asking price. And rumors are that there are other clubs interested too. So we haven't heard much about that for nearly a week right now. Feel free to show us some love by liking and subscribing. Our exciting shows, our in-depth analysis are going strong, especially as we approach the historic Chelsea versus Liverpool match. Let's see what else we have here, Coach. If Kudus goes to Brighton, he must insert a release clause unless he wants to grow old there. And I think I die by the sea. I think I agree with you. I hope his agent is paying attention. I like Lucas Paqueta for that role also. I haven't looked at him. I just hope we sign Casado, then quickly hijack Kudus, even if we promised Brighton they deserve it. So they learn how gentlemen's agreement work. With that, people, we've come to the natural end of the show, and I appreciate you all finding the time to join. I'm going to say thank you to IBZ, who was on the panel with me. Thanks to Escape Me Tracks, who was on the panel with me. Thank you to Constantine Dante and the beautiful game, Eugene. I appreciate you joining. Jerry Z, much love to you for finding the time to join. Supreme Quas, Santiago Muno. Who else? All of you are, and we have Albert. And if I miss your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and cheers.